So what is up, guys? The Crimson Defender back here with another video. And today, guys, if you remember, a couple days ago, I decided to play Fortnite. I'd actually deleted it for a while because of the Star Wars season, and I decided to play it again just to see how it would go, right? I decided to see how it would go, and basically what ended up happening is I witnessed the worst actual season I think I've ever seen since Chapter 2, Season 5, honestly. And that was a pretty bad season in my opinion. If you remember back in my old videos, you know how much I hate that season. But yeah, basically skill-based matchmaking wasn't fixed. It felt like Fortnite was just a giant cash grab at that point. And that kind of got me wondering, is this game really dying, or is this game really dead? Because after that video, you don't know, but I deleted the game like right after that video, not even 10 minutes after that video. So I had to wonder, is Fortnite dying? I'm here to say, no, it's not. First of all, let's look at the evidence. And first of all, Fortnite still has over 1 million active players still in the game, which in that term isn't really dead if it has 1 million active players. Not really. So yeah, it's still, as of showing right now, it has 980,000 active players with a peak of around 2 million active players. So I don't think it's really dead. But yes, I do think the game has declined in player count over the past couple years. Definitely had a peak around the pandemic when everybody was inside. I think every video game that existed around then had its peak during the pandemic when everybody was inside and could do nothing but play video games. Yeah, but even with that, like I said, there's going to always be like haters and people that say the game is dying. Actually, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. It's actually funny because a lot of people are riding on the hype train that Marvel Rivals is dying because its player count is going down. As if a player count goes down, it doesn't mean the game is dead. But if the game, I say, has less than 1,000 active players, that game is probably dead. But even then, there are some games that have existed for years and years. But here's on to my next theory. And that next theory is that Fortnite is not dying, it's just evolving. And that is the way of Fortnite has become less mature over the years, in my opinion. It definitely has become much less mature, as you're seeing more of the Disney kind of themes and stuff like that, the Disney-esque themes, the age rating system, and stuff like that. And a lot of these battle pass skins that are in there look like kid versions of like Call of Duty skins and like kid versions of everything. Like it looks like it's made for the average middle schooler, which if you really do think about it, wasn't Fortnite popular when we were in middle school? At least my age group. It started getting popular when we were in 7th grade, and it kind of lost popularity when we were in high school. So the real question would actually be then, is it really that Fortnite is losing its player count or is losing its player base, or are we just growing up and the game is now kind of dead? Personally, like I said, I think it's just because we are growing up and the game is just, like I said, we're growing up and the game is evolving and we're evolving too. So the game is kind of going younger and we're getting older, which means of course we're going to get further and further away from Fortnite and stuff like that. And I mean, if you think about it, a lot of these games are having this kind of thing, especially games that do try to evolve to stay in the game, which you see this a lot with Minecraft in 2020, 2021 when the Dream SMP was very popular. Yeah, you saw a lot of the people that grew up with the game stop playing the game because they thought the game was getting really bad. I think the game is just evolving, and like I said, some of those times where we thought Fortnite was going to die, it didn't really die. Actually, some of those times, like during the Ariana Grande concert, the Fortnite had the most ever players it ever had on its servers at that time. So my kind of verdict on that is that Fortnite is not dead, and Fortnite is not dying. It's just that Fortnite is evolving, and we are evolving in another direction. And I personally think that Fortnite is trying to find a new player base that is going to keep this game's longevity for a long time. Because, like I said, a lot of games can't keep their longevity for a long time without constant updates and stuff like that. And that is what Fortnite is doing here. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. I know this was a short discussion. I was trying to make this more like 10-15 minutes, but we'll do this for discussions in the future. So yeah, like I said, there's going to be more of these now. So we will see you guys later. The Crimson Defender out.